Welcome to the Love Club podcast. My name is Haley, and today I'm here with Shey Perry. Now, Shey is one of our Bridal Bar brides, and you're getting married in May, right? May. What is your new last name going to be?
Smith.
Okay, so you're taking his last name. Okay, yay. Shey Smith, here she is, her first early debut. Okay, fun. So tell us about your wedding. We know it's in May.
Yeah, so my wedding is May 17th. So weather is going to be kind of hit or miss. But I am actually getting married in our backyard. We live in my fiance's grandparents' home, and it just so happens to be right next door to his parents' house where he grew up. So there's like a really pretty nature preserve, like honoring his grandparents. And so, yeah, that's where we're getting married. We're only inviting family to our ceremony. So it's going to be really small and intimate. But then we're having our wedding reception at the Birdie's rooftop bar. We're having a really small, like untraditional wedding reception there. We're not having a sit-down meal. We're having a cocktail reception. So they're going to be passing around like hors d'oeuvres all night, and we're going to have like yummy treats. And so I'm so excited to just like have a party because, like we're not a very traditional couple, so we had to keep the ball rolling and just stay true to ourselves. So yeah.
I love it. Okay, so you're doing your wedding at your home, and then you're gonna have Birdie's. You're gonna go to Birdie's and have like a little party with everyone. That sounds so fun and so unique to you. Which I always tell our brides, I'm like,
Yeah.
do what you feel like is true.
Yeah.
You. So that's really special.
Yeah.
Tell us about you are wearing. So you said you're not a super traditional couple. However, you are wearing a traditional American white.
He knows it's white. Well, it's not technically white, so we don't
Thing, Russ. This is the worst part of the pod. Like just being like, I can't talk about Russ. Yes. Yeah. When you haven't gotten married yet, I was like, keep it a secret. Right. So Shey's wedding dress. She's wearing a traditional wedding gown. So was that always the plan? Did you always want to wear a bridal gown?
So yes and no. I always wanted a very bridal look. So many people have tried to convince us to do a destination wedding or, just going to the courthouse. But I still want to walk down the aisle, like, here comes the bride. Like, I want that moment, So when I was trying dresses on, like, when I would say, no, this is not the one, was when I didn't feel like, here comes the bride, Like, I didn't feel like a bride. I even said that to you, like, I don't feel like a bride. And so that I knew I wanted that kind of dress. So my whole family and like my squad like thought I wanted something completely different. Like they were telling you, she wants this. And I was like, I don't want that.
Did you? So you had a lot of people at your party.
I had 12 bridesmaids. So
I was gonna say you had a bunch of people at your bridal appointment, your dress appointment, which was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you feel like, because you alluded to that they kind of had a different vibe and vision for you than maybe what you had in mind?
Yeah.
Did you feel like that was hard to navigate? Or obviously they were like super supportive of you. They wanted you to have what you wanted. I guess they maybe had a different vision. So.
Yeah, I would say it would be hard for somebody else, but it wasn't hard for me just because I know like what I want, and I think everyone else like knows not to like say like, no, don't get that, So like everyone knew I was going to pick what I wanted, not like what they had suggested. So like when they would show me a cute dress, I had both of my grandmas here, and they would show me a dress and I'd be like, Grandma, no, meaning no. So with my mom, and like my little 11-year-old daughter, she'd be like, look at this princess dress. And I'd be like, no. So you know, I knew what I wanted, but not quite like the style, but I knew the vision that I had.
Got it.
Yeah.
What was your dress shopping? Because let me go back. One of our
brides recently was talking to me and she was like, I have been to 12 bridal stores and I feel like it's not one size fits all with experience. So I know the Bridal Bar was your one-stop shop.
Yeah.
But you can talk about that a little bit too, because I know that was not your initial plan to find a dress at the first place that you went. But what was your bridal experience like? I mean, you can talk about your like surprise finding the one stop. So
I probably tried on like 15 dresses maybe. I feel like I tried so many on because I picked like I think 10 out at first and then you brought me some. And so, which I think the dress I picked is one that you grabbed for me. I didn't even see it on the rack. So yeah. So I tried on a lot of them and I loved all of the ones that I tried on. But like I could tell when I would put it on that no, I am not wearing this because it doesn't look good on me. I was like, perfect dress for somebody else, you know?
yeah.
But so I thought I had one picked out, which I put it on and I was like, okay, this is not what I pictured myself in. The textures, like, were not what I pictured. Like, it just was crazy. And I wanted to say, when you were like, let's narrow it down to like 3 or 4. So I narrowed it down and I was like, I'm going to save that one for last because it's the one. It's the one. So I tried the one on. It was fitted, not for me. And then the one I picked, I tried on. And then I tried on the dress that I thought was my dress. And then I was in it and I was like, no, I need to put that other dress back on.
I remember that. But they see right back because I meant for the dress because then when you tried on that dress, everyone was like, wow. And also you were also like, I could tell a difference.
Yeah.
And when you had that one on.
And I could hear you and my mom whispering behind me. And you were like, she felt way, but like I could tell her confidence like just changed when she came on this one. Like it's the other one. And I was like, how do you know? Like it is though. And so like I put it back on and I sat down in it to see if it was comfortable. And like, yeah, it was awesome. And I love it so much.
Yes. Your dress is going to be stunning, especially for your venue vibe.
Yes.
Like it's so fitting for you and your personality.
Mm-hmm.
What if you would change anything about your dress shopping experience? I know you were really surprised to find a dress at the first stop.
Yeah.
So can you talk about that? Do you wish that you had gone to more places? Do you feel like you missed out? What do you tell brides that are like, oh my gosh, I need to keep going? I feel like I haven't seen enough. Like, did you feel like you saw enough? Yeah, tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah. So I was not like, I was dead set on not picking a dress like that day. I was like, I want to look around. Like, I know I'm picky. I know I need to keep my, options open.
Yeah.
So I came in and I was like, I don't think I was like holding back when it came to like looking at the dresses or like trying them on. But I was nervous that I wasn't going to like any of them. Like I've had a baby, and so like my body isn't what I had wished for it to be on my wedding day. So I was so scared to try on wedding dresses, and my maid of honors were pushing me. They were like, Shey, you need to go try them on. It's go time. You need to pick a dress. And I was like, I just am nervous, okay? So I was just really like reluctant because, postpartum, like your body is not what it once was. And so I came in super anxious. I had gotten a spray tan. I did my hair and makeup, like so good. I didn't like them. Yeah. And so I made sure I was going to look how I would hope to like on my wedding day. Yeah. So that was actually like, I recommend to brides, like if you come dress shopping, look kind of the way you want to look like on your wedding day, because I think that helped a lot. Because when I came in to try my dress, when I picked it up, I honestly hated it because I was so pale. I had no makeup on. My hair was like gross. I was like probably hair wash day. So like seriously, like make yourself feel good when you come in to try on wedding dresses, because when I started trying them on, I was like, okay, wait, I actually look good in wedding dresses. So Yeah, definitely.
So that would be your advice. So your advice to like people who've had babies before like getting married or before like being in a bridal gown.
Yeah.
So your advice would be, I guess, for everybody too, like come prepared, come ready, looking how you would want to look. Nobody likes to like that, I just got on a bad look when you're trying on something really nice.
Yeah.
And then do you have any other advice for like moms that are trying? Because your body changes so much. No one gives you that heads up in life, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Definitely. So one of my top 3 dresses was a fitted dress, and I never thought in a million years I would like a fitted dress on my postpartum body. So I would say give all of them a chance. Like fitted, like don't come in with an idea, or obviously have an idea, but have an open mind, because I said no strapless, no fitted, and all of my top 3 were strapless, and one of them was fitted. So I would just say, like, come in with an open mind, because they're all beautiful, and you'd be like surprised about what you feel beautiful in.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
We always joke that if you feel super married to a style, like I am gonna get that freaking clean fitted strapless dress when you come in. If you end up coming in and you don't love it, there's this like breakup that happens, and it's kind of hard to like break up with what you thought you would wear. So it's really good to have some idea, but also have an open mind, and because you may, just like you, really surprise yourself and you found dresses you love very different than what you thought. And you said yes at your first appointment.
I did.
How did you feel like, what about your experience at the Bridal Bar made you feel like you could say yes the first time?
So I was like really anxious to like say yes, but like everyone around me was kind of like, "Do you love it? Do you love it?" And like my grandma FaceTimed my dad, and I was like, "Ah." So I will say, like, sometimes having a lot of people here like isn't, the best, but I love all of them so much. So they all were kind of like encouraging me, because they knew I was probably going to go and try on like 50 other wedding dresses if I had not said yes. And they all knew I loved it. And so I would say having like my team with me that day was like very beneficial into me saying yes to that dress. But I remember you even looked at me, you were like, "You don't have to say yes today. Like, you don't have to say yes." And I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "But wait, I really love it." And so like, yeah, we left, and someone told me, "Don't look at any more dresses, any more dresses." And my daughter had heard it, and she was like, "Shey, stop looking at dresses." I was like, "I'm not. It's just my Pinterest right now."
Yeah,
But yeah.
totally. Oh,
So yeah.
and you were like, yeah, that's my dress.
Yeah. I like couldn't say no to it. Like the texture was everything, like the material, like it was strapless, but like the way it looked was just so beautiful and like becoming, and like I just really felt good in it.
So you mentioned your family, like having them there to help support you. You made sure those people that you wanted around you were there that day. Do you feel like if a bride has never gone dress shopping, would you really encourage her to make sure those people are there? Like make the most out of your appointment?
I would say yes and no. If you are super close with those people and they know who you are like as a person and are going to respect like your boundaries, I would say yeah, have them, bring them, invite them all. But if you kind of have relationships or something that like can be rocky or anything like that, definitely do not let them around you. Don't let them disturb your peace like while you're trying on a dress for like your most important day. So yeah.
Love it. That's great advice. What do you have any other advice for brides that are going to be in your position? They haven't tried on dresses yet. They haven't done their wedding planning. Is there any advice that you would give them that you maybe wish you had known before, or something that you've learned?
Yeah. I would definitely say just keeping an open mind when it came to picking out your dress. Because seriously, coming in and saying, "I don't want strapless," like I was proven wrong. So definitely the open mind. As far as planning goes, I am type B. I was like, I heard you earlier say, oh, most of our brides are. And I was like, I'm not. My spreadsheet is my notes app on my iPhone. And I have a million of them where I keep track of things. But yeah, I think since I'm having, a more laid back wedding, it's not as, hectic. But yeah, definitely.
I think you squared away vendors.
Oh, yeah, very quickly.
Some of those like really key pieces.
Yeah.
You were just telling me that you've changed your wedding like 5 times. Most recently, you changed your bridesmaids' dresses, colors.
Yeah. So I literally had woke up with night sweats, panicking because all my bridesmaids were starting to pick their dresses. And I told them, light blue, whatever dress you want. And then I literally was like, no, because they're all starting to send me the pictures of the dresses they picked, and they're different shades of light blue. And some of the shades I don't like, but I told them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Whatever you feel good in. Because I just wanted to be laid back and chill, whatever. But I texted them all the next day and was like, don't order a dress. Everyone, I'm changing my mind. So yeah, now they're in espresso browns.
I love it. Okay, but this is so great for all our brides out there. There are certain things that are changeable.
Yeah.
And you don't have to stick with something just because you thought that's
Exactly.
So as long as you get the big check mark things done, other things can be changed.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast. That was so fun. We're so excited for you. The future Shey Smith, here she is. And we appreciate everybody watching. Have a good day.